What's up, temple nerds? It's me, Prema. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since we've done these temple vlogs, hasn't it? Earlier this year, I took a trip in March for about 2.5 weeks. And for months, I've been meaning to collect all my data, collect all my footage, and share it with you guys. And I finally got around to it now here in October. So stick around if you're interested in hearing about the first part of what I think will be a 3-part series where we talk about my brief trip to Puri. Roll the intro. So like I said, this is a trip that we took in March this year, and I've been meaning to post about it for months now, and I finally had the chance to sit down and work on it. So this past March, my parents, my Uncle Raj, my Auntie Rohini decided to finally make a trip to India and come see us and do some traveling. It was a lot of planning to see how we could arrange the trip and get the most out of it as much as possible. And we finally decided on doing mostly South India, and we got a chance to see Puri and Ayodhya. So we're going to just talk about Puri in this part of the video. Now, to get to Puri from Mayapur, you can either drive to Calcutta, fly to Bhubaneswar, and then drive to Puri, or you can take a train from Navadwip to Howrah and go from Howrah to Puri. So we decided to take a car to Howrah and then take the train from Howrah to Puri. Now, the problem with this was that there was a ton of construction going on at the time because they were building a brand new highway. So it was super busy. So it was super dusty. The road was super bumpy and windy. And my daughter gets very car sick. So it was not a great drive for her. Then we got to the Howrah train station. Now, the Howrah train station is the oldest station in India, and it's the biggest railway station, one of the biggest ones in the world. And I don't have a ton of experience with other train stations around the world, but Howrah is not so clean, and it's very, very busy, and it can be very confusing. And also, don't ever use the bathroom there. Just trust me on that. But believe me when I say don't ever use, just starve all day. That is better than using the Howrah bathroom. Just believe me, trust me. So if you're going to take the train, I personally would recommend getting an overnight train so that you arrive in the morning and then you kind of have the whole day to yourself. We, however, made the mistake of booking a day train because I thought my family would enjoy seeing outside, catching the sights. We would eventually arrive by about 8 p.m., settle into our room, grab something to eat, go to sleep, and be fresh. And for a while, it was beautiful to see all the quaint little villages and the beautiful farmland. But there's only so much outside you can watch before you're bored to death. What do you know about India? Oh, you're driving. You're driving? Where are you going? Same place? Where? Puri?
Yeah, Puri.
Oh. It's a good thing you're the driver.
Yeah, I know where to go. Beep, beep. We are going on the bus all the way to Puri. We gotta take a bus. I don't know. The wind is gonna blow home.
Beautiful. She's not done yet. Just listen, just listen. Go continue.
Daddy and the bus go round and round. We're going on the bus to the round. All the way to the ocean. We're gonna see the beach. We're gonna see the beach.
And then, of course, the train ran late, so we ended up getting to Puri around midnight. Something funny because you know my daughter is a drama queen. And everyone's like, oh, Prema, is because you're so dramatic. And I'm like, okay, her dad is dramatic. 1 + 1 is 2. She's the most dramatic person I've ever met. But anyways, so it's midnight. We're exhausted from traveling all day. And then my daughter, who was 4 at the time, she is having an absolute meltdown. We get to our room. And by the way, we're staying at Cusena, and it's an absolutely lovely hotel. Anyway, so she's screaming, she's crying, she wants to go home. And I'm trying to distract her, like, here, come jump on the bed or something. Or, oh, look outside, look at the ocean, look at the beach. But she, like, was just not having it. She was just having her little tantrum. She just wanted to go home. She was sick of traveling already. We just started this trip. Then suddenly in the middle of her tantrums, she sees a landline phone next to the bed in our hotel room. And now, mind you, in Mayapur, she has this pink and purple, like, play phone, you know, with the little, it even has, like, the little twirly cord and everything. So she's having this tantrum, she's crying, she wants to go home, then she looks over the phone, she stops freaking out, and she goes, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's a phone, we can call people. And she's like, okay. And then she suddenly wants to stay. And that was it. You know? Kids are insane. They're so funny. Anyway, the hotel, I totally recommend. Cusena, it's comfortable, it's clean. They've got a restaurant downstairs that only cooks vegetarian meals. They cook without onion and garlic. The hotel is walking distance to the beach, and you can request a room with a view, so super nice. So we got a good night of sleep that night, and in the morning we were ready to go to Jagannath Mandir. We hired a panda. A panda in Odisha is a priest. So we hired a panda to stay with us and to help us get into the temple. Because as you know, Jagannath Mandir, they only allow Hindus who are from India in the temple. They don't allow foreigners, and that also includes Indians who are not from India. So normally we don't hire a panda. Like the first time I went to Jagannath Mandir, we did hire a panda, but then after that I was cool. So generally I don't hire a panda, but because it was my parents' first time and my aunt and uncle's first time, we thought it would be better to have one to kind of make it easier for us to get in. And I'll be honest with you, I get super nervous because I know that they kick out people. Like, they don't care. Like, I've been kicked out before, which is a story for another time. But thank Jagannath, we got in okay. Wonderful darshan of Lord Jagannath. We had a marvelous time wandering around this historic ancient temple. I could see everybody was like vibing, you know what I mean? Like high frequency, you know, enthusiasm. It was so great to be there. And I'll be honest with you, so I haven't been to Jagannath Mandir since 2018. And I really have to give them props for having this. They built this beautiful, clean pavilion. I saw so many Western devotees while I was visiting there. Normally, I don't ever see any of them around Jagannath Mandir, and because they're not allowed to go in the temple. But because they built this beautiful pavilion, there's a lot of Westerners now that just want to like come take darshan of the chakra in peace, chant their rounds in peace, do their Gayatri in peace, have Mahaprasad available to them in peace, you know? So like having this space so that people like them can take darshan and honor Mahaprasad, so good. And then there's also like nice facilities. I was so impressed by the pavilion outside Jagannath Mandir. It's such a great thing that they built. Now I'm here at, see it? Jagannath Mandir, and we just came back from the temple. It was a wonderful darshan, beautiful. I haven't been to Jagannath Mandir in like 6 years, maybe. I know it was before Padma was born. 2018 was the last time I was here. And there's a beautiful pavilion that they built. I expected it to be, you know, busy like how it was before. It's so gorgeous here. My goodness, such a nice, you know, they really built it up really nice. I'm gonna show you guys. Let me give you guys darshan of the chakra at the top. They say seeing the chakra of the temple is the same as seeing Jagannath himself. Look, they have this beautiful garden that they're maintaining. There's some guys watering the lawn here. And I decided to come barefoot for stupid reasons, but actually the floor is not that hot even though it's like noon right now. And you see they painted this wall, they broke down all the old buildings here. They just made it so like aesthetically pleasing, and I love it, and I feel like my family had such a great time here. They were so like impressed, you know, with seeing our ancient culture and traditions. And I always feel so blessed to be here and to be part of this. Did you like Jagannath Mandir?
It's a great experience. Awesome, blissful, divine.
Yeah, really?
It was.
I mean, be honest.
It was. Brought tears to my eyes.
Really?
Never experienced nothing like that.
Yeah.
I was never into Lord Jagannath because I never really grew up with him, but today made a big difference.
Yeah. You go there, and I feel like you really do feel like you're standing in the presence of God.
And you feel like you have to fight to get to God.
Yes.
It was a fight to get to God.
It's like material world to spiritual world.
There was a moment I thought, oh, what is the use of doing this? Let's just get out of here.
I was
It's so
enjoying
hot
it. I
and
was
so-
enjoying the pushing on everything.
Yeah. But then I said, to get to God, it's not easy.
Yeah.
You have to fight.
I love that. That's beautiful. And look how that panda just held your hand.
I mean,
it was
he
just like
grabbed onto my hand.
I don't know why he picked you.
I don't know
I'm
either.
telling you, it's
Grabbed
like
onto my hand
mysterious.
and he would not let go.
Yes.
Hold
That
me.
wasn't the same one.
Same panda.
Same panda.
He wanted to keep everybody together.
But just like specifically her
Yes.
hand, because I know she gets like anxiety in crowds. Especially
I thought
these-
when I watched the crowd inside, I thought, oh my God, I can't do this. But, you know, it went great.
Come here and do this.
It was a challenge, a great experience.
Yeah, it's drinking water.
And like I said, it was blissful. All in one.
Wonderful. So after darshan at Jagannath Mandir, we came back to our hotel. We had lunch, and while the grown-ups rested, it was time. Beach time. One thing you have to do when you visit Puri, two things would be. First, see Lord Jagannath if you can. Second would be, you have to go for a swim at the beach. You have to bathe in the beach area. Actually, the beach, the ocean here, is considered a holy place. They say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took a bath here, and when Haridas Thakur left his body, they say his transcendental body touched the ocean here, making it a holy place. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself instructed that devotees should come here and bathe and treat it like a tirtha. I think something else to consider is that Lord Jagannath is not different from Lord Vishnu, which would make his wife Lakshmi Devi. And they say the ocean is the father of Lakshmi Devi because she, you know, when they were churning the ocean, demigods and demons, Lakshmi came out of that ocean. That makes the ocean her father. So this is also a holy place for that reason. On a personal note, Padma has always wanted to go to the beach. Always. Since she, literally, I kid you not, since she could learn to talk. And I'm a person, it's to my flaw. Like, it's very much your wish is my command with her.
Stick out your hand.
Oh, look at these cute little guys. Thank you. Yeah, I very much always try to give her whatever she wants. And since she could talk, the one thing she's always wanted was to go to the beach. And living in Minnesota, you can't exactly do that. There's no real beaches there. Okay, spiritual world. Okay, work, spiritual world. Okay. Nice to see devotees doing their thing, no matter where they are. Chanting, dancing, spreading that holy name. Work, okay. Fierce. This is so cute. Like, everyone's just having a good time at the beach right now. Like, this is everything. This is everything. This is so beautiful. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I always wanted to take Padma to the beach, and I couldn't. And we did go to my husband's village, but it's not the same because you can't really... My phone. Your phone? Yeah. Anyway. It's not the same because you can't really bathe at that beach. It's a fishing beach type of deal. So we never really got to do that. So I'm really excited right now. Because she's getting to swim at the beach. She's always wanted to go to the beach. And she's just so happy. And I love the beach. I love coming here. Puri is like one of my favorite places to go. There's always something to do. There's something to see. It's exciting. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah? What is it? Wow. Beautiful. A tiny little itsy bitsy fish came out of the water, and this lady is like taking it out of the water, but the fish is still alive. Put the fish back in the ocean. It's still alive. Put it back. Look at this nonsense. See how this fish is still alive? It's still flipping around. Put it back in the ocean. Just push it back in. Push it. Good. Finally. Why was that so hard? Why are people like this? It's a tiny little fish. It's helpless. Well, okay. We found this fish again. Put the fish back in the ocean. Put the fish back in the... What's wrong with this fish? Go back in the ocean, fish. Go back in the ocean, fish. Toss it in. Okay, look, this lady's gonna do something. Is she gonna eat the fish? What's she doing with this little fish? Oh no, she's handing it to this man. What are you keeping it for? Toss it. Toss the fish. This fish done dead. Oh Lord. So, Padmavati, my daughter, had an absolute blast. She never wanted to leave the beach. She never ever wants to leave the beach. It was so fun watching her have fun. Then in the evening we took a tuk-tuk. We got on a tuk-tuk. We took a tuk-tuk. Anyway, we got on a tuk-tuk to Tota Gopinath. Oh my God, what's the word? Alliteration. We took a tuk-tuk to Tota Gopinath. Anyway, we went to Tota Gopinath, and if you don't know, Tota Gopinath is a self-manifested deity of Lord Krishna that was uncovered by Lord Chaitanya and given to his dearmost friend, Gadadhar Pandit. This deity is unique because he's actually sitting instead of standing. And after visiting this temple, we went back to Jagannath Mandir because we wanted to see them. They have this ceremony where they change the flags, and we totally missed it by the time we got there. By this time it was evening. My aunt and uncle were tired, so they decided to go to bed early, but I really wanted to show my parents something truly special. So that same night, I took them to the beach. Like, the trip wasn't special enough already. I was like, I want to show you Puri the way I enjoy Puri. So I took them to the beach at night. Do not underestimate Puri Beach at night. It's amazing. I rented out some chairs for us, and we just lounged by the beach at night. There was a nice cool breeze and crashing waves from the ocean, and it's nightly high tide, and we watched my husband and my daughter play together, and it was super relaxing, and I think my parents really enjoyed that. Now the next day, we went to the Sun Temple in Konark. Now I've been to Konark many times, and every time we go, we always stop at Chandrabagha Beach to take a break. It's a clean, beautiful beach, but what fascinated me the most about this beach was the history. Because every time we come here, the driver or the guide would point to like this little temple over by the beach and tell us about this being the place where Krishna's son prayed to the sun god to be cured of leprosy. But we never go to the temple. And I was like, this time I gotta go. So I made sure, I told the driver, you wait 5 minutes. I'm going to go check out this place and be right back. Wow, this temple is old, man.
I can't see anything.
I wish your eyes could see this.
I can't see anything, Mama.
So this temple is like 5,000 years old. I mean, it's like in ruins now, you know, because it's been 5,000 years, but...
Hey, Jagannath! Hello!
So here we've come because this is the place where Krishna's son, Samba. Now, as we know, Krishna had 16,108 wives. One of his wives' name was Jambavati. Jambavati is the daughter of the great king of the monkeys, Jambavan, who we remember from the Ramayana. Jambavati married Krishna and had a son named Samba. Now, Samba is known for being a kind of a trickster type personality. He used to imitate a lot of the people that would visit Dwarka. And at one point, Krishna had had enough and cursed him with leprosy. Samba then came here to this place, Chandrabagha, and he would meditate on the shores of this ocean. And he did this for 12 years, and the sun god cured him of his leprosy. So here, this is like a super ancient temple. It's all practically in ruins now. And you can see the deity of Surya Narayan here that he would worship.
And there was no light.
There's no light in here. We eventually got to Konark, and to get to the Sun Temple, you have to pass a lot of souvenir shops. And there are actual unique items there that are really cute. But, you know, we did a little shopping and then finally made our way to the Sun Temple. Here I am in Konark, the former temple of the sun god built in the 12th century by King Nrsingadev. And every time I come here, I'm just amazed by the architecture, the history, the attention to detail. Like, every single part of this place has an intricate carving of something, and if you know me, you know I love Odissi dance, even though I'm not very good at it, many of you know, but I adore it, and I know a lot of the postures that we perform in dance can be found here in Konark, is inspired by the postures in Konark, and I don't know, I just love Puri so much, and I'm supposed to leave tomorrow to go to Tirupati. I feel like weirdly connected to Puri. I don't know if it's just because I'm a devotee and Lord Chaitanya, or if just because it's kind of like one of the first real like historical temples I've ever come to. But I just love it here. When we got back home, the grown-ups all wanted to rest, and we went to, you guessed it, the beach. The beach. Just put a bunch of sand all over me. You're right in my way of the picture, man. In the evening, us ladies and my husband decided to make one more attempt to see them change the flag at Jagannath Mandir. Now, like I said, the flag changing ceremony is something you gotta see, because the person that's climbing to change the flag all the way up on top, he's not tied to anything. There's no safety net, there's no nothing. He's just free climbing up there. There's no ladder. There's like one chain to make it around the like curve of the temple. That's it. That's it. There's nothing holding him on. There's nothing that prevents him from like falling to his death. It's amazing. So they do this every single day, even if it rains, even if it's too sunny, whatever. So we were watching the guy climb to the top of the temple, but then while we're watching, my husband is like super impatient. He wants to go get Mahaprasad at Anand Bazaar. Anand Bazaar is where you pick up all the Mahaprasad. You can buy it there. So he wants to go to Anand Bazaar. He wants to go. He's like, they're not going to change the flag all the way up on top. And I'm like, yes, they are. He's like, no, they're just going to change the flags on the bottom. Not a big deal. He harassed me so much that I was finally like, you know what? All right, fine. So I left my mom and my aunt and my daughter. No, my daughter came with us. So I left my mom and my aunt outside, and we ran inside to go get Mahaprasad quick. And while we were inside, we saw everybody gathered around in one corner watching them change the flag. And just like I said, they're changing the very top of the flag. And my husband's like, who cares? I just want to get Mahaprasad. Meantime, these pandas, everybody has a different service in Jagannath Mandir. So there are pandas that are carrying like these massive baskets full of Mahaprasad. So they're carrying the mass. You can't be in their way. They'll just push you out of the way. So my husband was in the way. They pushed him right out so that he was basically forced to watch them change the flag with me. So he had no choice. We eventually did get Mahaprasad, but he needed to behave himself. So we tried to do some shopping afterwards, but there was a ton of traffic. It was very crowded, and it was a lot for the visitors. So we decided we'll just go home. I did manage to buy a cute dress for my daughter, and I got this gorgeous black and blue sari. When we got back to the hotel, we found out my dad and my uncle, they were having a great time. I thought they were just going to sit in the room. They went down to the beach. They got massages, chit-chatted. They had a great time. So even though our trip to Puri was very short, and of course Padmavati didn't want to leave the beach, Puri holds such a special place in my heart. And I pray that I can come back every year because, I don't know, there's just something so magical about it and so beautiful about it and so ancient about it. There's like an amazing energy there that I love about Puri, and I invite everybody to go to Puri. So early in the morning we had to catch our flight back to, so we were only there 2 days, by the way. So early in the morning we had to catch our flight from Bhubaneswar, and we flew from Bhubaneswar to Tirupati, where we spent 5 whole days. So we'll tell you all about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the links below to find out how you can support me. You can follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you for watching this video. Thank you so, so much. And as always, thank you for being damn good. Got you, little crab. I got you, little guy. Look at you. Look at you being so tiny. Look at you. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh. But I got you. I got you. Can I see you? I got you. I got you. What happened, little guy? What happened? Where are you going? Where you going? Where you going? Bye.